Yo, what's up, guys? Hope you're all well. Let's try this again. Hope you've all had a blessed day today, everyone. Hello, old Bint. How's it going? Hope you're well tonight. How's your day been? Good evening to you. So, have you been here before? Anyway. It's going to be going dark pretty soon, I think. Hello, Stakey Fan Clips. How you doing? Old Bint says good. That's good to hear. So I'm just doing multi-streaming at the moment. We're on a few different platforms. Yeah, so that, just trying to keep going with this, just try and just keep going live, and been trying to spice it up a bit, with the setup now with this Prism thing. It's like Prism's like a sort of like live streaming app that it allows you to go out to different platforms and stuff. Workout, please. I love when you work out. Not right now. I did some stuff earlier, and I'm not really too kind of bothered about that right now. Hello, Richard. Hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, how's your foot doing? So you're in a crutch or something you were saying. Yeah, how you doing, Stakey? What's your name, by the way? What's everybody's name? Right, I'm gonna put the light on because it's just dull outside at the moment. We're supposed to get quite warm this week, actually. It's also got to like 24 degrees or something. So yeah, I've noticed there's been a lot of like green flies and stuff this year and stuff. It's painful, but play can walk on it again now, thanks. So that's good then. What have you come off you mean you've come off the crutches or something? So how long will it take to recover, do you think? Hopefully you'll be back to normal before long, but just gotta play it by ear, haven't you? As long as you're not like further gonna just like set yourself back, because that would not be very good, would it? Anyway, so what are your thoughts on the new setup on here then? So I quite like it with the background. It kind of just spices things up, doesn't it? Anyway, 3 to 4 weeks, but I definitely did it on holiday. How did that happen? She was in Croatia, so how the hell did you break your foot whilst in Croatia? Hello, Sherberg, good to see you again. How have you been? Hope you're well tonight. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, just been trying different things out with the live streaming. I think Jim set me back, but I don't regret it and would just have to do no leg stuff. Yeah, that's true. Because you was like fine with like the upper body stuff. It was just like a squat was probably like the worst thing for you that day, I remember. So yeah, so it didn't really do you justice. High cut rocks that move. I did 21k steps and walked for 5 hours. Right, but how does that make you break a foot though? I don't really. I suppose hiking up rocks might be. Yeah, is it because it's quite rough terrain? It can. You have to wear the right kind of shoes for that. You can end up, messing up your feet doing that. But lesson learned, I suppose, isn't it? Hindsight's 20/20, as they say. Yeah. But yeah, 21k steps is pretty good though. But loads of bones in foot and twisted it. Ouch. Yeah, it's not good. So anyway, so I put a post out earlier about like which is the best city. so far to have voted Rome. Yeah, I'd love to go to Rome actually. I want to go to a lot of places in Italy actually, so maybe one day. But right now I'm just I'm not focusing on that. Anyway, I voted first London. I just feel like it's a bit overrated. I don't know. I just feel like I'd say Rome's just, I don't know. I would probably vote Rome. But yeah, I've got it strapped up so it helps, right? I mean, London's like really big and everything, and just like, there is a lot of stuff there, like a lot of like museums and different things that you can see, a lot of historical stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I've been to London about 3 times. I've been in Natural History Museum. That was good. I should do London Eye actually, but I haven't done that. Yeah, well, been to others a bit same. What you mean? What you saying, like Rome and Paris or whatever? Like I've been to Paris before as well. I've been part way up Eiffel Tower. I've been up to the 2nd floor. I don't think you really need to go any further up than the 2nd floor, because like, what else are you gonna see? Unless you like museums and old buildings, churches, etc. Yeah, I mean, I quite like the, kind of looking at like old kind of sites and stuff, like that kind of gives it character. But yeah, London, I don't know. I mean, it's got some good stuff. Like obviously, it's got, like what is it? What's it called? You've got like Tower Bridge. So I've seen that. Is it Tower London? You've got like all that stuff. Like you've got, was it Trafalgar Square? I mean, that's thinking about it. There is quite a lot to see in London. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well tonight, people. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Yeah, so we've got 5 people in the house. So why don't you guys come and chat with us? It would be nice if we could get that, but oh well. It is what it is. Hate it, but you can't deny the tube system is awesome. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, that does make it quite convenient in a way, because otherwise London would be absolutely just horrible. It's like, if you're trying to like get through London by car, it can be very difficult. In the peak times especially. But yeah, people come from all over the world to go to London. It's like, yeah, London's just got a lot of like, it's like a melting pot of different cultures and things, isn't it? Hello, Lovna. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the live. I did brilliant on your 200 exercise video. Well done. All you on about the 200 push-ups and 200 jumping squats. It was quite a intense session, that. Do you have a car? I don't know. I don't drive. I don't even have a driving license. So I usually either walk places or I would get the bus if I need to. Yeah, it shows your fitness, mate. Yeah, it's the fact that I just grind through it, but I kept having to drink all the time. That stuff, it really like gets my heart going, and like, yeah, it's a very intense sort of session, that. So I don't know whether I should do more of that on the live or not, or what. But I like to just kind of do things on my terms. That's why I didn't really like doing fitness lives with other people like Jace, for example, because it was just, I just felt like it just puts me under a lot of pressure, and like, I know you were saying like that I would be better off on my own because I can just do my kind of exercises in my own time. I don't feel like there's any pressure, because it's like, well, there's no competition here, is there? It's like, because if someone's trying to like go at their pace and then trying to like keep up with that, and certain exercises I'm going to struggle with that, and I'm going to feel like a failure when I'm not able to meet that kind of demand. Well, it's not that it's a demand, but it's like a demand on myself. It's like, yeah, because it can feel a bit embarrassing. Like, it's like what you were saying when you couldn't do as much weights. Like, so just gotta focus on your own progress. Not be thinking about like what other people are doing. But yeah, gives your hands a rest. What do you mean? What do you mean gives your hands a rest? Yeah, I mean, but when you're doing the jump squats, they are quite intense though, because that Jace actually struggles with them. So like, we all have stuff that we're like would do that, we might find that we struggle at, but then we have things that are our strengths. Like I can do like quite well with the side to side push-ups. That's another thing that I can do quite well. So it's just like everyone's got their own strengths and weaknesses depending on their anatomy or whatever. So I mean, you don't grip anything, so it gives your injury a rest. Yeah, that's true if you're doing like, if you can do like push-ups and stuff, but yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with like the calisthenic stuff, they say it's like pretty like safe generally. Hello, Reluctant, yeah, welcome back. It's like, it's pretty safe when it comes to like, you're not likely to get injured doing it unless you're just messing everything up, like, and your form's terrible. But as long as you have things in check, you should be fine when it comes to calisthenics, as long as you warmed up, even though I oftentimes don't warm up, to be honest. Hello Jessica, good to see you. How are you tonight? So they say, about warming up before a workout or something, but oftentimes I don't even do that. But I think it also depends on like how, like the type of workout you're doing as well. Some people might just ease into it and they'll kind of start off with like warm-up sets sort of thing, but it just depends on each individual preference as to how they want to do things. I don't think there's like a one-size-fits-all necessarily. Just some people like to just have like a sort of the general sort of warm-up where they'll do some like, maybe they'll do some like running or some star jumps or maybe jumping jacks or something like that to get their body warmed up. Hello, Mike Tyson 2001 boxing. Do you know boxing? Not really. I'm not big into boxing, to be honest, but what about you? Maybe you can enlighten me about all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm more into like just my own personal fitness at the moment, but I understand that Mike Tyson was a legend. But it's kind of like, I don't know why he would like try and go against friggin' Jake Paul. It's a bit of an embarrassing thing to happen, that it was just all about like kind of, what is it, publicity stunt. It's just, I don't know, it's like, what has the world come to, it's just people, tuning into nonsense like that. We've got like, it's kind of embarrassing really. It's okay, bro, it's the mentality. If you put your mind to it, you get it. Yeah, I'm just not really that into it. It's just, you know, I'm just not really bothered about that type of stuff. So everyone's got their own preferences for things. It's just like anything really. Tennis final yesterday started at 2, finished 61 2 hours later. That's some fitness they must have. Yeah, no, it's crazy that the level of, because they're on the go all the time. It's like, because some of these football players, yeah, they work hard and all that, but oftentimes they're just kind of hanging about waiting for their next goal. But these tennis players are having to constantly be moving around the court, aren't they? So to be a tennis player, you probably wouldn't want to be too muscular for that, I'm guessing, because that could like impair your endurance. Right, people who don't respect Mike. Mike's been through a lot in life. I mean, Jake's fight was obviously fake, and Mike needed money, but overall, if it was real, Mike would have killed him. Yeah. Why would he need money though? If he's such a legend, then why would he need money? It's like, I don't know. If he's such like a successful guy, then why would he have needed money? I'm not saying it to disrespect him. I'm just saying that was kind of like, just, I don't know. Like why even do something like that? I don't know. Why even entertain someone like fucking Jake Paul, of all people? Will you do bath of ice after a workout? No, that's not a good idea, I don't think, because they reckon, I don't know how much of an effect it can have, but cold showers or ice bathing can negatively impact workouts. They reckon that you should, if anything, do a sauna after a workout. It was broken by several problems. He lost it several times, but we all know that he would have won. Yeah, it's just like, obviously, you know, if with someone like that, even at his age, you know, because when you've got that level of strength and that conditioning throughout your life, it will slow down when you get older, but you're still gonna be, you know, able to demolish like 99% of people. This was a little entertainment and that's it, but I respect your opinion. Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying like that, yeah. I don't know, like why, I mean, I get what you're saying, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just because I don't like fucking a lot of these people, like Logan Paul, Jake Paul. I just feel like they're a bunch of like, I don't know. It's like, you know, you get, was it Logan Paul, KSI, the friggin' Prime Energy. I just kind of think about all that kind of stuff. It's like all these kind of influencer types, you know, like your Mr. Beasts, all these type of people. I don't know. I personally find them a bit scummy, a lot of these people. Yeah, a lot of it is fixed, yeah. It's even football, isn't it? You know, they reckon like a lot of football matches are fixed. Well, remember there was that thing about like, you know, there was that whole scandal about the World Cup where it was like, so I think, what was it called? Like, what was the organisation called? Is it FIFA? Yeah, FIFA World Cup, and it was like a kind of rigged thing where they made sure it was going to be in Saudi Arabia of all places, and the problem of having it there is it's red hot, and like the only time they'd be able to do it is in like Christmas time or something like that, or just before Christmas, which completely just got rid of like the tradition of having it in summer, which a lot of people were pissed off about, rightly so. Because, you know, that they just basically, yeah, it's like, why have it there? and there wasn't even at the time, there wasn't any kind of infrastructure for it. So they'd made all this infrastructure for it. It was all just a bunch of, you know, corporate crap, just to basically further establish Saudi Arabia as this kind of, you know, probably to help with like their economy or whatever. So it's all very much, yeah. Football, both teams needed a draw to both go through to the next round. They spent 90 minutes passing back to each other. Nothing happened. Waste of time for all the fans who were booing. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a bit ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, with tennis, it's like, I find tennis is way more intense. It's just like you were saying, that they have to have crazy level of stamina for that. I mean, football, I mean, yeah, you know, you could argue that, you know, like, you know, some of them are like really good and all that, and I'd actually say like yeah, I don't know. I just don't really understand. I mean, like I said, I can kind of understand the hype around football, but at the same time, I just couldn't be doing with it. People tend to be into quite simple things. Like I said the other day, most people probably wouldn't be into chess because there's some level of complexity to it. Yeah. Referees, yeah. I mean, yeah, there might be good matches, but I just find that football players are way too overpaid for what they're doing. It's like, you look at some of these footballers that are like paid ridiculous amounts of money, but yet you get people that are literally saving people's lives, and they're not even on a fraction of that. And it's like, you get all these people just going out and like, you know, making that happen, and I mean, that is impressive for like, you know, 40 years old and he can still go. I mean, to be fair, I mean, the look at him as well is in really good shape as well. He's like, but some people are saying that he's not natural. I don't know what you think about that. Whether he's taking some kind of stuff at this point. He might not be, but also some people have been a bit curious about his body transformation, about how lean he is and all that. But regardless, yeah, at 40 years old, like, most of them have retired long before that, and usually they would retire about 35, oftentimes at the latest. It's like David Beckham, he like retired way sooner than 40, didn't he? A lot of them did, you know, like, what is it? Yeah, all these, you know, like, what is it? Even, I think, was it Wayne Rooney? And I mean, he's natural, right? Yeah, and it's like, it is very impressive. I don't know, like, how much they would, like, test these people for their natural status or something. He's also a cheat, and he got Wayne Rooney sent off, and then linked at manager. Are you on about Ronaldo? So you're saying that there's some kind of, like, basically like a sort of, that it's all kind of a rigged thing, you're saying? You know a lot about football, brother. I mean, I'm not really that, I don't know a whole lot, I just have heard of a few things just from like other people. Just because I've heard about it doesn't mean I watch it. Yeah, I don't know, just anyway, respect Ronaldo, brother. We'll never see an athlete like him in the next 100 years. What he does, no one else does. I remember that you keep getting these messages of like, was it Messi or Ronaldo? And I'm like, yeah, it's like, if I had to, just from what I've seen, I'd probably go for Ronaldo, but I don't know. But the thing is, a lot of them, yeah, there's a lot of cheating going on in all these games. don't really know what is really going on. I just feel like the higher up you get in any kind of establishment, the more corruption there is. So I just don't really have any faith in these kind of things. You know, it's like, even in things like, there's usually somebody trying to like undercut somebody else. Like you get big business, for example, people doing dodgy things. It's like, I come to realize how corrupt things can get at these high levels. So yeah, it's just it's hard for me to kind of have much faith in the establishment and just in corporations and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know, is Messi another one that's like, I don't know, but anyway. Laid on the floor to get a penalty or free kick, screaming, but then when it's not given, just gets up and runs off. Lol. Oh, really? Besides, Messi and Cristiano don't hate each other and people fight over them. They don't have a critical mind. Right. Yeah, I don't know enough about it, so I don't put my time into watching these people, because, yeah, like I said, I just don't have any interest in watching other people kicking a ball around. I've actually played football at the odd times, but I wouldn't get serious with it, really. There's certain things that I can enjoy, kind of, like bowling. I don't know what it is. I think with bowling it's just quite casual, and you can just kind of, I don't know, like, you know, somebody has a turn and somebody else has a turn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind going like bowling or something, or crazy golf. I actually don't mind doing that as well. But I've never really been a football fan. Oh yeah, it looks like, yeah, with the jungle. Someone was saying it looks like cannabis. But yeah, I just thought I would kind of like change up the backdrop a bit, you know, to make it a bit more interesting and see how that works out. So yeah. But the thing is, even if they are like really impressive and all that, it's like, yeah, but they might be a little bit better than everybody else. But does that mean that they should be getting paid like 10 times as much or 20 times as much as somebody who's not quite as good at them as them? This is where I draw the line with things like that, where someone could be getting paid like $500,000 a week, and I know that, I mean, they're not getting paid every week or something, whatever, but they're getting paid like, what is it, like tens of millions every year or something like that, and it's just it's crazy. A lot of them have sponsors as well, and you might say, oh well, those careers short-lived, but then they've got a long career ahead of that as well in somewhere else. So a lot of them. So yeah, I think that, of course, they are better, but all these become great because of adverts and media money. Yeah, there is that, because of hype and stuff. Yeah. And depends on who's backing them, and you know, if you've got people who can give them the best supplements and all that, like whether it's natural or not or whatever, but they can give them the best nutrition. And hello Daniel, good to see you again. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. Like they'll have it's like, I think, was it Novak Djokovic? Like I think he had some kind of like somebody to help him with. I think they put him on some plant-based diet before training so that it gave him an edge over the competition. I think it was something about lowering inflammation, because the idea of like, you get all this inflammation build up when you're training and all that, but the diet that he was put on, I think helped him to actually keep going longer. So that might have been his secret to, one of his secrets of being able to just beat all the competition. It's just it's like it might not make that much of a difference, but that's all that matters. I do remember like when I've seen like Novak Djokovic. I don't really watch tennis that much, but when I've seen it, he gets very like he can get quite aggressive actually. I remember he like threw his bat down on the floor or something, and snapped it or something, and it was like he had to pay some penalty for that. I'm not. Yeah, we're just it's debating. Yeah, debating isn't the same as arguing. It's just people that act like it's an argument, and it. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, we've got to just be able to agree to disagree. There's no good just trying to like kind of, just go around in circles, just like trying to just convince each other, and it's like, we've got to get to a point where it's like, okay, that's your opinion, I respect that, and I think they were saying they respect it, so that's good, but maybe we can just move past that. At a certain point, you've just got to be like, okay, let's move past that now. Brian says, how long have you been doing YouTube? I've actually done YouTube for a very long time, but I've had different channels and stuff. So, yeah. But I kind of just gave up different channels and stuff, and then... Because my original channel was, like, completely different to this. And I started posting back in end of, like, 2014, so... Yeah. So it's been over 10 years since I started doing YouTube on the original channel, but I don't post on there anymore because it was all around music actually, that one, but yeah. It's been a few years since I posted on there. Right, I prefer calisthenics to the gym. It helps me with punches and my core is strong for boxing and punches. Yeah, because with weights it's like, it's not, maybe not so functional for boxing. But I've seen there is some like kind of weight stuff that they do for, like, for example, when they're doing like the drills, whatever they call them, like they'll use like a cable to give them resistance, so it helps to like kind of strengthen that. What is it called? What's it called? Is it anterior or something? What is it called? Serratus anterior, which is the muscle that's like just above the obliques. But obviously you want to, if you want to be strong and obviously building some size, that can help with, giving yourself more force with your lifts. With your punches and all that. But you also need to be able to be functional and have enough endurance as well. What happened on your original channel? It doesn't matter. Forget about it. I'm just not really. It's been a long time since I've done that. So I'm trying to just focus on this channel now, and yeah. Anyway. So how are we doing tonight, everybody? Hope you're all well. What time are we on now? I've probably gone to about 10 o'clock, something like that. Thought we might have had more in tonight, but you just never know how this is going to go, do you? Well, bro, I'm going straight away. I'll come back next time if I can. I hope things go well for you. Okay, thank you. Hope to see you again soon then. Yeah, so I forgot to ask you for your name, but I don't know if you'd give it out on here, but yeah, anyway. Looks like my last two shorts are getting pushed out quite a bit now, so yeah, I don't know. It seems like they're not coming in here really, so people just tend to kind of scroll a lot and not actually stick around and watch anything, it seems. Alright. Brian says, how did you get the script for the Russell Brand Donald Trump video? ChatGPT actually. Yeah, like Kai, I might need to work on the Russell Brand thing, but yeah. But yeah, like yeah, it was like on Chat GPT. It's mad what you can do on Chat GPT in it, but but I thought it was kind of like a funny script. But I was like, I just kind of came up with the idea. Just thought, oh yeah, because I've actually heard that Russell Brand might have actually ditched that whole thing now, like the vegan diet, whatever. But I don't know what's going on because I don't watch Russell Brand. I used to actually watch Russell Brand a while ago, but I haven't watched him for quite a while. And yeah, because he was saying it was. I mean, yeah, how you doing, Kai? I hope you're well. But yeah, because obviously, like, yeah, Donald Trump is like, loves his McDonald's and all that. I was actually thinking about doing like a sort of dialogue between Donald Trump and RFK Jr. He's gone jailed, hasn't he, for what he was accused of? Really? I thought it was live just earlier today or something. So, I mean, he's not gone to jail yet, but I know there is some kind of like, some trial going on or something. Like, there's some kind of I don't know what to believe in really with all this kind of stuff. It's like, but I don't know, because it's like if you think of like in like a conspiracy brain, where it's like, are they just trying to like silence him because he has been speaking some truth, whether you agree with everything he says? It's like he has been getting quite sort of over the target on some things. So I mean, but I wouldn't say he's necessarily like that much of a truther. But why is there a number 3 beside my name? It's a new YouTube feature. So yeah, just ignore it. It's just like a leaderboard system for like people who interact with the lives and stuff like that. Yeah. He was charged but on bail at the moment, awaiting sentence. Alright. So is that what's going on or something? So like, why is he still like uploading then? I don't know, probably just like because he can or something. I know like that Alex Belfield was like put in prison for harassing like Jeremy Vine or something. Some people say that he shouldn't have, that they've been harsh on him or something, but I thought that guy was a bit of a dick. I don't like Jeremy Vine either, to be honest. But I think that Alex Belfield was just, Alex Bellin, just obviously just trying to like kind of he would kind of flip flop a lot on things, and he would just try to come out with whatever he thought would get a lot of attention or whatever, and even though he might not even believe it himself. So I remember in one video that I think he like deleted it or something, where he was basically I think because he was like defending the New York's governor or something, and there was some allegations about him, and he just kind of like tried to act like, hello, get out, how do you stay motivated to work out? Good question. I'd say like it's about thinking like, well, I don't want to go back to where I came from. Look back at like where I've come from and look at where I am now, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to keep going in that direction, otherwise I'm just going to stagnate. So yeah, that's what kind of keeps me going, really. Focusing on keeping on growing and constantly improving. Because I just don't like stagnation. I don't like to stay stuck in where I am. I have to see some changes, and so, once I get to a point with that, maybe I'll then focus more on other things. But fitness has been like a big thing for a while now, so yeah. Viewing figures went right up for Vine's TV show, though, with the publicity. Yeah, that's the kind of like irony, isn't it, when you're trying to like kind of put somebody down, and then like and then it's like they end up getting more viewers out of it. And he probably knew that, but he was just playing into the drama of it. And it's like, yeah, I think that Vine was a bit of a, I mean, a lot of these people, like on BBC and in the TV in general, are not very good people, but yeah, I don't know why he was like picking on him in particular. I guess it's just, if you pick on particular people, then it's like it's a way of kind of like clout chasing, especially because he worked for BBC, so he had that to begin with. So other people jumped on bandwagon and they had to stop live phone-ins, right? What he had, yeah, you mean Jeremy Vine had to, you're saying? That he just kept getting all these trolls on it and stuff, so that's not good, is it, when that happens? So I don't know if that's what he was trying to kind of get to happen did he really just have a really big kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of messed up, but yeah. Yeah, the live morning show, chat show, yeah, that was right. Yeah, because it's hard to like do it if you're just getting all these nuisance calls and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just but yeah, that Alex Belfield, like, there was something about that guy that was like, I don't know. Like, there was some truth that he said, but at the same time, it was like, it didn't seem like it was from a genuine place of like actually wanting to try and get the truth out, whatever. It was more from like, this is gonna make me a lot of money by focusing on the controversy. So yeah, some people just choose the controversy over just the straight facts. It is what it is. There was a lot of people that would be like opportunists around, say, like back in 2020 and all that, and a lot of people saw it as an opportunity to, because there was a lot of people like stuck at home and stuff like that, so then they had an opportunity to really kind of get their name out there and stuff, so that they could become successful and with their channel. But then some of them ended up like, oh, thank you, Get Out, what's your name, by the way? They would like build a channel, but then after people, started going back out again, some of these channels just kind of died off. But some of them managed to stay successful even after all that, so, but it depends on, what you're doing on your channel and stuff, if it's something that captivates your audience. Because this is the thing I'm trying to do, is like, how am I engaging with my audience, and how is the people captivated, and are they actually going to stick around with the type of stuff that I'm doing? Because otherwise it's like I'm just wasting my time. So I want to make sure that there's stuff that people are interested in and stuff that makes people think. I try to offer like different perspectives on things, and I like to listen to, it's like there was, going on about this football thing and or boxing or whatever, and try to, hear people's perspectives on it. It's like, for example, like I was saying, I think footballers are overpaid, a lot of them. But it's like, if someone could, tell me why that's not true, then I'm open to hearing that. I'm open to hearing different perspectives. I like to share mine, and we can just have a dialogue. That's what it's about. But at the same time, just like we've got to obviously respect each other's views and stuff. Everyone's got their own views on things, and that's fine. It's crazy to get paid sat on bench. Who are you talking about? And about how you've got you'll get these subs who most of the time won't even play, but they get paid anyway. Is it something like substitutes and stuff? Yeah. I remember there was that Peter Crouch, and he was known for being really tall. Footballers don't even play and they're on millions. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Like I was saying, it's this myth of the meritocracy. People say, oh, they're paid so much because they're so talented and they work so hard, and it's like, do they really? It's like some people can just get successful because of the way they look, not because of their merits. Like say you get some degenerate Twitch streamer or something like that who can make millions, just sat around and they're kind of boring. And oh, your name's Kareem. Okay, nice to meet you, Kareem. Imagine in our jobs if we all do the same job, but some get 1,000 times more being at home with broken foot. Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? But I remember talking with someone saying, oh, but they have a short-lived career, because oftentimes they retire about 35, so they might only get 15 years or so of a career. But the thing is, though, a lot of them end up, being successful well after that as well. They might become a pundit, or they might come out with their own perfume brand or cologne brand or whatever. They might come out with clothing. They might do something else. Because once they've got their name out there like that, the world is their oyster. Because because I was thinking about that, yeah, Kareem eggs. Yeah. Kareem pie. Strawberries and Kareem. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. Yeah, he won't get it because of, I don't know if it's because of the language or something, but, so how are you with English then? I've just hit 2.5k subs, guys, that's good, so yeah, finally hit, kind of like a mini milestone there, so that's good. It took a while, we've been kind of stuck for a while, but looks like we've kind of come off the sticking point. It was kind of a bit of a sticking point for a while. It was a bit annoying. We was hovering around 2.48k, 2.47k, something like that for a while. So yeah, looks like we're kind of going back up again a bit, but we'll see what happens. I don't want to hold my breath with it really, but yeah, because you never know what they're going to do. Maybe by tomorrow then it just kind of goes flatline again, but It is what it is, isn't it, you know? What time are we on now? But yeah, footballers, you know, I just feel like I don't know, I just feel like it's overrated, but that's my opinion. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. There's no point arguing. It's like, we can debate, but then there's not much point in debating too much over these things, I don't think. Everyone's got their own opinion, and we just got to respect that, you know. It's like, you know, someone was going on about on my short earlier, you know, when I did the 31 push-ups, and they were like, fix your form. It's like, well, okay, well, what am I doing wrong, you know? If they have any problem, then they should just tell you. Instead of just giving these kind of vague advice things, it's like, you just gotta, it's like they just can't be bothered to even do that or something. I don't know. Yeah, so the last short I've done is on 1,600 views now, so it's still going up. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've noticed that some of them have been doing well, but some of them not so much, but it's just a bit of a random one. Most of them are getting around, say, like 1,000 views. But yeah, we did one the other day, that's on 50 likes. One today, 10 likes. I don't know how it's only on 10 likes after it's got 1,600 views, but I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Richard. What, sorry? Yeah, the most I've had on one, I think, was like 4,000 and something views on a short on here, so you just never really know how it's going to go, but you just got to keep trying. Does a view mean a person? Yeah, I mean, like, unless someone's viewed it more than once, because that can happen where someone views your video more than once. Or if I viewed it twice, yeah, I think that would count as 2. But thing is though, the way they're counting the shorts, even if they scroll past it, might still count as a view. So maybe it's not actually 1,600, but that's still more than I get on most of them, so it's still going up. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I know on like Rumble they show 2 different statistics. It shows total number of views. It says like raw view count, and then it says unique viewers. And I'm like, why is it? It could say something like raw view count of 50. And then unique viewers 20, and it's like, for like a little video, and I'm thinking, so does that mean that most of these people watched it twice or something? I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. That was something I noticed. Hello, Skyline Sky, how you doing? Push-ups game. Did you not see the video I did earlier? The short that I did. I guess you've been here before, right? But yeah, I did a push-up video, so yeah, if you want to go check that out, so yeah. But yeah, it is a bit more challenging when you're taller, I find, but yeah, better than what it was. Yeah, that's roughly about where I can get to now, but you know, someone might try and say, oh, but your form's off. It's like, well, you know, there's always going to be people trying to nitpick. So yeah, it's just, I was trying to go as fast as I can, because what I find is that if you go slow, you can't do as many, but they say like if you want to try and build muscle, then you should try and go a bit slower or something, but I did feel a pump after that 31 though. I don't think it really makes that much difference, because if you're going really fast, you're keeping tension there. If you're doing push-ups, or if you're slow, then it's like, well, yeah, you're getting the eccentric, but then you're not able to do as many reps. So I think they're roughly about equal. So I don't know, people get all a bit kind of funny about, oh, you always control the eccentric or something. I mean, they say, well, but it's time under tension is like, it's time under tension, but not just time under tension, but time under intensity, I would say, is what I would call it, because you could say time under tension, but then if that tension is just weak, then that's not going to get you any results. So tension has to be heavy, or it should be time under heavy tension. I did push-ups workout every day for 1.5 years straight. I bet you got good with that then. Yeah. I was trying to do dips after that as well at the park, and I was struggling. I think because I'd already kind of strained a bit from the push-ups and stuff, but so I find it hard with trying to go all the way down and all the way back up, trying to get a good range of motion. I can only do a few reps doing that, but because what I might find is if I try to go for a lot of reps, then I would just end up kind of just doing partial reps, which might not be very effective, because you're not really training the muscles you're trying to work in their full range of motion. But then there is times where partial range of motion can be good if you're doing it in the more stretched part of it. Alright, take care, Richard. Have a good one. So yeah, I can do different variations of push-ups and stuff, explosive push-ups and things like that. Handles, yeah. You mean push-up handles? I don't. I mean, I probably should get some, but I just haven't got around to it. Because some say that they're good for your protecting your wrists and stuff. For deeper stretch, yeah. I can use. There is things I can use at the park. There was this kind of thing where, or even just I could even just use for example, you see the couch there, it's sort of got this kind of angle, and I could just, what I could do actually is just do it like that, and sort of you could get the deeper stretch that way. And yeah, so that's a good one for because then that would be more doing, say, the dumbbell press, where you can get a deep stretch, because that's why some people might prefer a dumbbell press over a bench press. I remember there was this bench press thing, gimmicky thing, where it was where the bar was shaped like this, so that you could go deeper instead of it being a straight bar. So they could just instead of it coming down to here, and then just with the push-up, they were able to actually go more. But then, is there any need for that? I don't know. Because if you're doing that, you're going to have to drop the weight. So there is that kind of limitation. If you're doing, say, weight training, it's going to mean that the amount of weight that you can use becomes limited. So it's yeah, you might be getting more of a stretch, but the amount of tension that you're putting on, if you get me, it's less. So I don't know. I don't know if it just kind of cancels out or something, but so I'm not an expert on that stuff, but a lot of people are obsessed with the stretch. Take care, get out. So a lot of people get all obsessed with like the stretch, stretch mediated hypertrophy, but you get a lot of like the old school lifters who just didn't really kind of think about all that stuff. They just lift heavy or whatever, whether that's with weights or whether that's doing push-ups and things like that, and just use intensity, not focus on all these gimmicks and stuff, because a lot of that stuff was not even out back then, but a lot of them had bigger physiques than some of these guys now because they put the work in. If you get a deeper stretch, it's way harder. As I got handles, I got way better results. I mean, yeah, for like body weight training, it can be good. Because like obviously when it comes to body weight training, you have to find ways to make it harder. Either that or you have to do more reps or something, or try different tempos and stuff, but it's just yeah, I mean I can do like deficit push-ups, but yeah, I can only do about maybe 15 reps at the most. They are a lot harder. I think normally I'd be able to do about 10 of them if I go with like slow control. Yeah, I can maybe do like 15 controlled push-ups, like if I'm doing like slow eccentrics. So there's always ways of like making it more of a challenge, or even doing partials at the bottom. I mean, you could do partials in the stretch part of the push-up. So if you're doing like the deficit push-ups and you just go halfway up and then halfway down, so you're keeping in that kind of stretch position or something. Yeah, most of it's nutrition, yeah, because you could be doing all these gimmicky things like some of these people do and then mess up your nutrition. You just wasted all that, so not very smart, is it? But yeah, you get all these like science-based lifters and all that, and I just find some of it gets a bit like they're missing the point. A lot of them, they get so caught up in nonsense, like I said, with things like they start a bit, oh, you need to turn it this way or that way, and it's like, well, but none of that matters if you're not putting the intensity in, you're not eating right, you're not sleeping right. You got to get down the basics, haven't you? Otherwise, you can forget it. Because I bet you the person who has suboptimal technique, suboptimal exercises, will get better results probably than the person who's just kind of has everything right with all the technicalities and whatever, but they're just not really going that intense with it. Hi Daisy May, good to see you again. How are you? I mean, I've already made quite a lot of progress, Skyline Sky. If you look at my post from the other day, when I first started, I couldn't do a single push-up. So I've already made a lot of progress. I don't know how much further I'm going to push it, so I don't want to I don't want to oh, you like this thing? Yeah. I don't want to get you to think that I'm going to be able to do 100 push-ups one day or anything crazy like that, because I don't think that's going to happen, but oh, it looks good, that's good then. I don't want to people to think that I'm going to be it's just, hello Jay, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. Do I know you? Anyway, welcome in here. How has your day been today? What's everybody been up to? Yeah. Oh, you're new? Okay, nice to meet you. Yeah, so, yeah, meet Jamie, innit, Yeah, so whereabouts are you from, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. I'm in York, England, myself. So how have you found me? Was it from a short that I did, or where? I guess, like, is it Richard gone something? Sometimes Richard goes in the background. Oh, you're from France. Alright, Glitch, good to see you again. How are you? Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, how's your day been? So great to have you all here, all you wonderful people. And every time I do the Trump, I'm just gonna use the yellow rag. Yeah, is Richard still there? Anyway. Yeah, welcome to the live, people. But yeah, we just hit 2.5k subs, so we made progress with that at least, so yeah. So yeah, I've got to like being able to do like a sort of, what is it, tuck front lever. Tom Cruise, I'm kind of like indifferent, so I'm not really a big film person, but yeah, so I don't really know enough to really have an opinion. What about you? Do you like Tom Cruise? Yeah, to be honest, I'm just not really that big into films, but yeah. What's your favourite film? Would it be like a Tom Cruise one or something? I'll probably be getting off here pretty soon. So you're not a big fan of movies? Not really, no. I'm like, there's a few that I've liked watching in the past, like, but I don't really go out of my way to watch them. I only really like watch them when I'm with other people, I guess. Like if I'm with like a friend or a family or whatever, then maybe I'll just watch it in the background or something, just kind of, maybe it's just I struggle to kind of stay focused on it for so long. If it's like 2 hours long or so, like just can be a bit difficult. I don't know, but yeah. But if I'm with people, I can sort of do it. I've been to like cinema a few times, but like it's been quite a while since. I think it was actually 2019 or something like that last time I went to the cinema. So it's been a long time really. So yeah, it's not something I really go out of my way to do, unless there's like, I've been like with groups of people and stuff, and video games I used to play a lot, but yeah, it's been a while. I haven't got like a console anymore, but I used to have like Xbox and stuff, PlayStation. I used to have them all pretty much. Nintendo, I used to have that as well. I used to have a Nintendo Wii. I used to like playing on that. It had like the Wii Sports. I used to like going on that. It had this like bowling game on it. I used to like playing that. I do actually quite like bowling. But you have Xbox too. Oh yeah. Yeah, Xbox is yeah, it used to be fun like when I used to like Forza Motorsport and Need for Speed and stuff like that. Those were like some good games. I used to like the customizing the cars and stuff. That was quite fun. Yeah, it was good times. I just liked a lot of the car games and stuff. No, I don't watch WWE, no. I don't really watch like competitive sports at all, so I kind of like, I watched some clips from like World's Strongest Man, but I wouldn't even really watch that much. I just kind of yeah, football, I was arguing about that before, and I'm just not really a fan at all. I don't mind having a kick around now and again, but I just couldn't really be watching it. I'm more into fitness, my own personal fitness, and like I quite like music. I'm quite I like to listen to different kinds of music and stuff. But yeah, that's I also like doing magic tricks. That's another thing that I do. So like my hobbies can be quite sort of niche, I guess. But series, you mean like TV series? Yeah, I've started like watching a few of like the In-Betweeners shows. They were quite funny. Yeah, that's like a UK show, but I quite like comedy stuff. I like watch some like comedians. I like some of the comedy programs and stuff. I used to quite like Mr. Bean when I was younger. It's like just thought it was kind of silly, but yeah. But yeah, my grandma used to like a show called Mrs. Brown's Boys, and it was just a really silly show. I'm surprised she really liked that kind of stuff, because she didn't seem like the kind of person that would really vibe with it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't watch Mr. Beast. I think Mr. Beast is, from what I've seen, just the kind of, anyone that you see that's got millions of subs and they're all just trying to, oh, I'm giving all this money away to charity or whatever. I see it as like there's some ulterior motive there. I just find it a bit dodgy, to be honest with you. Yeah, because I remember there was like some people like were sort of like kind of calling him out a while ago. You had like CoffeeZilla making stuff about him, and yeah, I like watching some like CoffeeZilla videos where they like expose people, and yeah, PewDiePie's kind of gone quiet or something. But hi, Shibuik. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but welcome in here. How are you doing tonight? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. That would be really appreciated. So, what's everybody been up to today? It sounds like it's raining outside, so... It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Hello, Austin. Good to see you. How are you tonight? You can't pronounce my name. Sorry. Yeah. It looks like Shibuik or something like that. I don't know. But where are you from, by the way? Anyway, nice to meet you. Hope you've had a blessed day today. Jay says, do you believe in Jesus? I believe in myself. To me, I mean, I don't really want to get too much into the religious stuff anymore, but yeah, but then again, I'll say that and then I'll start arguing. So yeah, I'm just kind of like I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a complete atheist, but I'm a skeptic, is what I'll say. That my tribe's name besides I subscribe. Okay, thank you. Alright, no problem. Austin says good, that's good to hear. Yeah, so yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, it sounds very rainy outside now. But to be fair though, we haven't had that much rain this year. To be honest, I don't believe in gods anymore. Yeah, I'm skeptical about it all. I have all these thoughts. I'm like, why would a loving, powerful God have created all this? And you get all these people coming out with these kind of weird explanations, and I'm like, I just don't buy that. It's just I see the world for what it is, A lot of people just want to kind of like be like, oh well, it just has to be that way, or there just has to be pain and suffering because in order for there to be good, it's like, well, why has God created that though? What kind of sadistic kind of person has done that? It just shouldn't it just be all about like just having fun and just why do we need to have to suffer if God created it? Yeah, it makes me think like that. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. I only believe in myself just like you. Yeah, that's it, you know. Because anything else outside of you cannot be validated. It's like I've almost started to even come to thinking like, what if I'm the only one here, like the solipsism theory, where it's like, what if I'm the only one that exists? That's a bit of a scary thought, but it's like, but I keep an open mind, you know. Sometimes I think maybe we're in a simulation or whatever, but whatever it is that's going on, it's like, we'll just never really know. There's certain things that are beyond our comprehension, but yeah, anyway, just have a drink. Yeah, so anyway. Please just follow the syllables just like English. Is it Chibuik? Or Chibu Ike? I don't know, anyway. Hope you're all well. Anyway, feel free to ask questions, guys. Pronounce it fast. Well, I'm just trying to be careful because some people might be coming in and trying to get me to say something bad to report me. So I'm just like, so I don't know why you're so like insistent. So probably be getting off pretty soon, but I'll give it till past then. Okay, let's do that. Might as well, I've nothing better to do. Alright, any more questions, guys? So, yeah. How many viewers have we got on here now? Alright, it's like 3 viewers on here, so that's better than nothing, I guess. I'm going to bed, good luck, okay, take care, see you again soon. Well, it's like, there's this person here, 22,000 subs, and it's like, 11 days ago, 126 views, 1 month ago, 235 views, so you get these people who, even some like the bigger channels where it's like, you know, they're not getting that many views, a lot of them either. So something off with YouTube, I don't know. It's like, but unless it's just because it's that competitive now that, yeah, subscribers don't really matter. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. Like I said, you could have someone with like quite a low amount of subs, but then high views, and you could have someone with high subs and low views. Like I was saying, there was that Pulsing Iron guy, and there was Pulsing Iron. Is like, sometimes you can get over 200 people in his live, but then you'll get someone with like 100,000 subs or something and getting less viewers than he does. Make it make sense. So yeah, it's like, yeah, they were saying about like how YouTube subscribers doesn't really mean anything other than just some vanity metric. Because if you're not getting the views, you're not getting the if you're not getting it's like, well, what does it matter? And the thing is, if you're getting low views and you have high subs, that can look a bit suspicious. And some people actually like hide their subscriber count, but then that just looks suspicious if you do that. I'm just on a few more minutes, guys. Yeah, I'm guessing like Runner Boy will be on shortly as well, so we'll see. But yeah, he hit 1.8k and I've hit 2.5k tonight, so that's good. It's good to have hit that milestone. It's like finally there after all that time. On to 3k now, you know. Onwards and upwards, isn't it, you know. Just gotta focus on growth and the growth mindset. Not focus on negativity. It's just not gonna serve you, is it? So whatever's not serving you, just forget about it, you know, because it's just not worth worrying about. Focus on doing things that are getting you towards where you need to be, instead of they're just going to hold you back, whether it's people, whether it's activities. We all do it in some level. We distract ourselves, we numb ourselves, but if we have a problem, we need to address it. Some people numb themselves with alcohol, drugs, all sorts of things, instead of actually addressing the root cause of the problem. So that can be quite dangerous. So a couple more minutes. If you've got any more questions, and put them in the chat. Is anybody still there? Let me know if you're still watching. Any more questions? 5 people in the house, so just fire away. Oh, hello Muffins, man, good to see you again. How have you been? Better late than never. What have you been up to today? It's been live, pretty much like kind of like most of the night, really. Just trying to put in the grind, trying to get this, kind of channel, get some traction and stuff. Oh really, Muffin? People are saying that this background looks a bit like weed. Yeah, it kind of does a bit. So how are you feeling after all that then? Hello Eric, good to see you. That's such a great guy. So tremendous. Yeah. But it kind of fits my personality because some people say that I just naturally act like I'm stoned or something. So I don't know if that's a compliment, but I feel funny. Well, that's good then. I mean, that actually depends on whether funny can be bad or good. That's the thing with like the English language. It's like funny sounds like something good, but then it's like such a thing's making me feel funny. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, so I was like doing different like exercises earlier and stuff, but yeah. I did a bit of meditation as well, just doing like kind of the yoga nidra stuff, which is good for like just, yeah, sometimes especially like if I've done like a hard workout session, I'll just kind of, it can be maybe a way to kind of help with the recovery process, just like decreasing that cortisol, so you can just like, so your body can then start to actively like recover, and yeah, so it can help to improve benefits of like sleeping as well. So it's not going to completely replace sleep because you still need to sleep. There's like DNA repair going on during sleep, so just be mindful of that. That it should not be used as a substitute. It's like a lot of people are like looking for substitutes. It's like they're looking for pills instead of healthy food, or they're looking for fat burners instead of exercise. They're looking for, they're looking for like Ozempic instead of just like a good lifestyle, a good holistic lifestyle. It's like a lot of people just want the quick fixes. But I don't want to like be like judging people or anything like that, because I kind of used to be like that, where I'd be like, oh, these people are just lazy or whatever, and it's like, the thing is, it's not necessarily the case. That everyone's got their own sort of struggles in life. It's like I was saying to like the guy earlier, hello Cheyenne, good to see you again, how have you been? Yeah, I see you was like live. Right now I get you what you mean. So what I'm saying is that we have to show empathy to each other, because if you want to help each other to get their goals and stuff, then we have to sort of like, we have to come at it with compassion and patience, because otherwise they're going to feel stressed out, they're going to feel shamed, and it's just going to lead them to even go worse. True, it helps some people. Yeah, I think we have to just be mindful that not everyone's gonna get the results at the same time, and some people it's gonna be hard. So if you're wanting to help people to, whether it's get off addictions, whether it's getting healthier, eating better food and things, then it might take time. It might be uphill battle for some people. Some people are more addicted easily than others. So it's like, just because you can get over it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy for them to. So it's about being mindful of everybody having their own struggles. So yeah, just gotta like not be too like snobby about things, and because nobody likes you if you're like that. If you're judgmental and people are pussies nowadays. I don't know what happened. I mean, I agree with that, but it's like it isn't easy to like kind of revert back to those old habits though. Once you've like established a habit, it's very difficult to get off it. So I do get that, and some people it's harder than others. So, but yeah, we have to just understand that it took so long for them to get into that lifestyle. It didn't just happen overnight. They didn't just look at a donut and then they put on 10 stone. these things are about habits that have formed over the years. It's an accumulation of their bad habits that, you know, and then they, for them to undo all that, it's not easy. It can take them years to reverse it all. And it's just, yeah, like you... Anyway, but so yeah, it's just, I do agree that, yeah, people have become like pussies. Like, a lot of people have very, like, low tolerance to, like, stress and things like that, and like, fear. You know, they get a bit kind of, like, worry about something, and then they won't do it. You're making a great point. Yeah. So it's just about, like, being able to just, like, because, like, bravery, it's about being afraid, but, like, doing it anyway. It's like being bold, being confident. It's about doing things that you're afraid of, but you just do it anyway. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of afraid of this, but, you know, but then you look back and think, what was I really afraid of? Because it's all in your mind, a lot of it. Like, for example, you're afraid of, let's say, you want to go out and talk to somebody, and it's like, but then you do it, and then you think, all right, actually, what was there really to be afraid of? Yeah, to protect. I think that's a big, like, issue of, like, a lot of kids nowadays getting wrapped up in cotton wool, and they're not exposed to the world so much. Like, they're just, you know, chronically online, a lot of them. So they're just, like, growing up with, like, computers and phones and stuff, and they're like, now they're just so awkward. A lot of them don't even know how to socialize or anything. I mean, it's crazy, like, how, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, I'll probably get off in a minute, guys. Nephew was too afraid to go into Subway and order himself a sub. I went in with him, but I said, I won't order for you. You got this, you're grown. Yeah, no. People have become so awkward and, like, yeah. It's like they've got to do it, because otherwise they're just going to become more and more just isolated and more, or just, like, withdrawn. So this is not good for them, is it? Like, they have to really kind of learn to just get over these fears, expand their comfort zone. Nothing is gained while staying in the comfort zone. This is something that I think a lot of young people need to go through, with some kind of, like, maybe a boot camp or something like that, or some kind of training to get them to venture out of their comfort zone, so that they, yeah. Anyway, so thank you all for watching and hanging out with us. It has been a pleasure as always. So, any last questions before I head off? Now's your time. Hello, Aussie Bob. Good to see you again. How have you been? I'm good, thank you. Just about to wrap this up in a minute. So, again, if you've got any last questions, now is your time to put it in the chat. Yeah, so I've just been trying out this thing with the background and see if it helps with things. Take it easy, but yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Aussie Bob. Just about to head off. So I think with that being said, I'm gonna call it a night. So, alright, I'll see you all tomorrow. Right, peace out, everybody. Bye for now.